Yeah, slip on in there, buddy. Giant.
I feel bad for your kidneys.
I think that's the worst thing his kidneys are gonna have to put up with is Red Bull.
Maybe. Okay. All right, everybody. Anybody who cares to listen, welcome back. Podcast Squad Goals. Podcast for the Squad Goals podcast team. Juan, AJ, Taylor, and D'Angelo.
It's your boy.
Here today.
DJ D.
DJ Pineapple Water.
Back on the boards.
The Coconut King.
The Coco King.
Replacing Phil.
I told you he's replaced.
We back with a vengeance. We've got good news for this podcast. We are now on iTunes, so check us out.
I suggest.
Milestone.
And for a special treat for everyone listening to the audio podcast, we have people fixing the dryer upstairs. So that's what all that ruckus is. So that's a special little tidbit for you guys.
That's right.
I suggest listening on iTunes because I got a face made for radio.
Okay. So, today we're going to start off with the fact that Taylor sucks and he had a terrible week, and most importantly, he lost his wallet. So, Taylor, go ahead and dive right in.
Yeah, last week after we shot the podcast, I'll take you back. Blew up my tire on the way home from work. And then
Now hold that thought. When we went to that baseball game, I could tell that tire was going to blow up because it kept on
Sounds like a
rubbing
stampede.
and...
What's going on upstairs? Is it that bad?
It's that bad.
Sounds like a war
Should we
zone.
stop?
No, let's keep going.
well, I actually hit a pothole, so it was my fault. I hit this thing going like 70. I can't really get mad.
Pothole on the highway?
Yeah. So I got the tire
Farm on your
replaced.
neighborhood.
That was a whole ordeal. And then before last week's podcast, I locked my keys in my car. Had to get AAA. Well, I already had AAA from when I blew out the tire. They came out, unlocked my car.
Like you again?
We did the podcast. Left to go to work. Left my wallet on top of my car and drove off with it.
Nice.
Like that asshole with the coffee on his car.
Yep.
And lost my wallet. So I had already written it off as a loss. Went back to the gas station, figured it was already gone. Canceled all my cards. 3 days later, I get a call from my mom asking me if I lost my wallet. I hadn't talked to my mom since Mother's Day, as is, customary. And
As part of the tradition.
it's custom, yeah. So she asked me if I lost my wallet. I was really confused how she knew. She said some lady's been calling her. Said she's been trying to get a hold of me. She has my wallet. Everything is intact in it, and wanted to meet up with me to give me the wallet back. Gave me the lady's name and number. I called her.
She set you up on a date too?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
It was like the greatest one. This is how Taylor found love. And met up with them. It was her and her husband show up. They gave me the wallet. Refused to take money or anything from me. Everything was in there. But she shows me. She was like, yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of you since Sunday. Shows me her phone. She's been trying to call my old house phone from when I moved down to Tampa 5 years ago.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, that was old. The number's not intact.
How does she have that number?
That's what I thought on my way home. I was like, wait, how did she get a hold of
Is she white page?
that number?
Yeah.
How did she find who my mom was? How did she get my mom's cell phone number? So my question for you guys is, at what point does it become creepy? Like, she was trying to do
At
the
that
good thing.
point.
She worked hard
That
to
point
find
is
it
big.
to
I'm
get
just
me
gonna
my
call
wallet
it.
back.
It's been exceeded.
But how much
Wow.
stalking is necessary to find someone for like that good deed? Like, where do you draw the line where like, okay, this is weird? Or if you find the way, like, what line do you go, all right, fuck it, I'm taking the cash.
The
dump
moment
it."
I find the wallet.
No, in Texas we found a wallet on a bus, and we left everything. It was a college student, and we called him up.
But how'd you get his
How
number?
did you get his number? Because there's nothing in my wallet.
No, we looked
just
him up in the
picking
phone book.
anything. Phone book.
I remember
I
that.
don't think I'm in the phone book.
My mom's cell phone number's not in the phone book.
Right, that's weird. No, we called him up, and he showed up to the house like, thanks. Just walked on. So
Did they go okay upstairs?
I don't know.
maybe
It's
they're
lightning.
wrestling.
It's storming
I
outside.
appreciate that she returned it and she went through all this trouble.
She might have looked up the phone book to call your mom's house phone.
My mom doesn't have a house.
She called the cell phone.
She got called by mom on the cell phone. First, how would she find out who my mom is? There's nothing in the wallet, so she had to have Facebooked me.
Right.
And then at that point, why didn't she just message me on Facebook? Instead, she
She messes
no, she
the
messaged
other
anybody.
Taylor
She's
Lower, the one that's your contact
no.
yeah.
I think you should appreciate that someone took the initiative
Yeah, like I'm
But
appreciative.
it is.
I'm
great.
like,
she's like a private
weird.
investigator.
yeah.
Yeah. That's talented.
But yeah, like how'd she find all that? Like
She had to. Have
it's a
looked
little
up on
weird.
Facebook,
It's a little
and then-
unsettling.
Unless
I
she
would
found my
say.
ancestry DNA page and found out, just looked at my family tree.
She
So,
traced it. She was
yeah.
gonna go back as far as she had
Kristen
to.
and I were wondering about this, like all these deals these ancestry websites are running. Wonder if it's the government trying to just get everyone's DNA.
Well, that's how they got the Golden Gate Killer guy. Was he did a DNA test?
Ooh,
They
that's the worst way to
matched
go.
the DNA from the case.
Because like you agree to have them use your thing. Who's to say that law enforcement, government, whoever needs, can access that due to your
Yeah.
agreement to have your?
It's probably in the terms of service.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I did a
I
DNA.
think I had to accept something that was
Found
hey,
out
just so you
that you're
know,
really white.
we're gonna put this on record. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did it because I was like, I want to see if I'm something cool, maybe a little ethnic, something like.
I
Have a
was
little
1%,
Latin flair in me.
Under 1%
And-
West African.
What were your
so-
results?
Ooh.
Yeah, I was 1.9% African,
Ooh,
and
more African than
the
I am.
rest white.
Yeah.
1.9%
They just said white.
hood.
Just white.
Well, what are the whitest countries? Think of that. And I was heavily in all those countries.
Oh wow.
The same, and like 23andMe dates back to your like Neanderthal like
Yeah.
history as far back as it possibly
They
can
were
go.
so white.
It was like no one broke the line. Like they kept those bloodlines pure. Am I right?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yikes.
Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, who would scare Trump more? D'Angelo or Juan? 'Cause I mean, I'm going to go with Juan.
What?
You
And
know,
here's why.
I'm gonna punch him in the mouth.
Juan's
we should say this
Okay.
publicly.
and Juan married a white girl.
That I did.
I think you're like everything that
Her last name was
Trump
Medina,
hates.
so
Ooh. And that means what in Spanish? What was it?
White.
Didn't you guys
town.
Town.
It means town in like Arabic or something.
You're ruining his image for America,
I know.
basically.
But well, I think we need to do an episode when everything becomes official.
You want me to do a 23andMe? Is that what you want?
No. Yeah.
I don't.
Let's do it
It's just, gonna,
23andMe.
it's just gonna say Colombian.
How do you
No,
know?
It goes back like what DNA like traits you share with people where they originated from.
Colombian.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I do.
Let's all do a 23andMe.
I'm jealous. I would want him to hate me more.
You
Honestly.
would want him to hate you more?
Yeah.
I want to make him uncomfortable.
That's the thing, like it's cool for Trump to hate you, right?
He blocked Chrissy Teigen on Twitter.
He's not allowed to block people anymore. A judge said that's illegal now.
Right, because he's withholding information, technically information. But anyway,
That's a weird position
it
to
is
be in, you know?
blocked by the president.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment at the end of the day.
Or that the president can't block, you know, it's like
Yeah.
he's limited on what.
Can we look and see how many people Obama blocked on Twitter? I don't think he blocked anybody.
Probably zero. Probably
I
unblocked
mean,
people.
it's probably the same set of rules if Trump has to abide by it, like.
But they just made the rules.
They just
Oh,
made
okay.
it.
The rules were just made like
It's
2
sad
days
that
ago.
At a time like we have to make a rule, like Twitter rules for our president now.
I remember Obama talked about like an encrypted White House phone that he was only allowed to use. It had like no camera. It just had calling and like very limited
It was like
texting.
this-
And Trump uses his.
jitterbug phone from the.
Jitterbug.
Pretty much. And Trump uses his own unencrypted.
Yeah, cool.
It's all good. No worries.
C.J. Pearson claims President Obama blocked him on Twitter.
Oh,
Scandal.
C.J. Pearson coming in hot.
White House denies tussle with teen conservative star.
Who is he?
Yeah. First off, who is CJ?
I have no idea. Maybe like a YouTube star or something.
Well, it said conservative, so I feel like it's just everything is just.
Really concerned about what's going on upstairs of my house right now.
I think they're like getting your dryer and just like flipping it on its side.
You know those memes where it's like what my upstairs neighbors are doing, and it's like a ton of people like
You know what it
dancing. I
is?
feel like that's what's
They
happening.
just put a pair of shoes in there and they're just going through a cycle. That's all that is.
Okay, C.J. Pearson is a 13-year-old conservative commenter that President Barack Obama blocked him.
A 13-year-old.
But
13
it
years
It
old.
seems to be false information. I think he's like a little black kid.
Shout out Mason
It's
Ramsey, aka Lil Hank Williams.
Oh yeah, my boy, that song.
Yo.
What's the name of that song?
The newest one is
Famous.
Famous, so good.
The
Mason
little
Ramsey,
yodeling kid.
bro. The little yodel.
Oh, he has a name?
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
And he's got a song that's out on iTunes, and it's so
Mason
good.
Ramsey.
Hey, you know what we have in common with him?
What?
We're both on iTunes.
Check
Download.
it out.
Thank you. That was a good
Nice.
podcast, everyone. Have a good night.
Transition.
So if anybody actually watches the podcast, you'll see that I shaved my face. I just want to let you know that I hate it.
Yeah, it looks like
This is the first time I've seen Juan's chin.
we were throwing out the honor of being honorary Asian, and I feel like that honor goes to Juan now. Because you look
That's what
like a
Christian
young little Asian boy. Like, you could go to Thailand and get sold for a lot of money.
I'm probably really good at math
Yep.
now.
Quick man.
Quick math. When I shaved, I was like arithmetic.
Yeah.
Long division.
Special guest.
Special guest.
Wonder who it is.
Oh, it's just FedEx.
We got a package.
Is this your cremation kit?
No, is this the swag box?
It's my clothing box.
Everyone, AJ gets clothes in a box because he doesn't know how to dress himself, and when he does this shit. I mean, look at him.
Well, I just want to.
Hey.
Can we bring up how Jaquan sat on the fact that you look like Shaggy 2 weeks ago? We waited until the camera turns off to bring it up.
Yeah.
So go back 2 episodes and let us
Yeah,
know.
we ended the podcast. Like, right when we hit, like, stop recording, he's like, did you dress like Shaggy on purpose?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
you've been
I'll
sitting
put
on
a
this
picture up
for
somewhere,
how
but
long? It was pretty spot on.
it wasn't intentional. And I even put it on, I'm like, I kind of look like Shaggy, but
It's fine.
no one will know.
No, Jaquan won't let it slip.
Hey, it sounds like the dryer works now.
It really does.
I really thought there was more people coming in here to fix that dryer for a second. I was
We
like,
need backup.
how many people?
We
are-
need backup,
How many
boys.
people do you think it takes to fix a dryer?
Right now we're at 2.
That's fine. It's acceptable.
And it sounds like it's working. So we're good. We're good. But yeah, no, I have this service called Stitch Fix if you guys want to sponsor. And it's amazing. You go in, you fill out a giant survey. It's really in depth of all the clothes you like, colors you would wear, your like
How
measurements.
white are you? Very.
They'll show you pictures and be like, do you like this outfit? Do you like this? And then they send you a box. You set how often you want the box every
They
week,
do no
every
work.
month.
You do the work. You tell them what you want, and they just select what you
No.
want.
So they send you a
So
box.
it's like the whitest thing you can
They send you a box. You open it up. You get 5 items. You try them on. You mail back what you don't like, and you buy what you like.
How do they know if you wore it for a full day or not?
I don't think they would, but sometimes they put the tags like in really like.
Like noticeable
Yeah.
places that you can't just like wear it out in public.
I hear they charge like regular prices though, like retail prices instead of like a discount or something like that.
It's like
Swag
regular
in a
prices.
box.
So like what's besides getting it to you, that's the only benefit?
And it's being like
And
personally,
stylized.
personally styled by a stylist who gets to know exactly how you like your outfits as we go.
I don't want to ruin our sponsorship, but that's whack.
Well, then there goes that
Stylist.
sponsorship. There goes that money.
Outfit.
The amount of timing it took with Stitch Fix headquarters to get the package delivered while we're recording the podcast, all this.
R.I.P. Stitch Fix
We were going to do an
2018,
unboxing video
2018.
after this, but I guess...
I guess if you're like swagless and you can't dress for yourself, then yeah, it's.
I don't know
Or
how to
someone
do
who has
this.
too much to do. I'm a busy man with busy things
How
on my
about
plate.
how about the wedding video you're supposed to be
I
working
was gonna
on?
say, how is that wedding video working out?
It's being done. It's almost done.
Is it being done?
It's almost done. It's being done. It's being done right now.
It's due in 6 days.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Wall.
Yeah, we filmed a
Mr.
wedding.
and Mrs. Wall.
John
Mr. and
Wall.
Mrs.
The
Wall.
Walls.
The Wolves.
John
We're
Wall.
filming. We filmed a wedding, as we do in this company, and yeah, it's almost done. Almost done. And that's the thing. I'm so busy working on weddings,
How did
podcasting.
Weddings?
I have to get my clothes stylized for me. Stitch Fix is the perfect business for a man, a busy businessman.
There's no shame in here, is it? Just gonna claw until somebody.
You know,
You
that's
gotta
somewhere.
embrace it. Embrace it.
And for the little promo of this like week's video, that was gonna be it, and it's gonna be a hashtag Stitch Fix.
First time someone says anything, sponsors you anything, you're gonna get like the hat, the shirt,
Just
socks.
come in all swag. I don't have any shame when it comes to that. If you want to give us money, I will be the #1 salesman.
We need some stupid company like Penis Pills or something to sponsor something fun.
And then we can make a game out of it.
Take the penis pill, see who gets a boner first.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Anyway, can I talk to you
We'll
guys?
all wear
Whose
sweatpants.
boner lasts the longest?
Whoa. If it lasts longer than 4 hours.
No,
Attention.
Speak.
No, wait. I need to tell you guys about my fucking neighbor kid. He did some shit this week. I swear to God. I have a neighbor kid.
He sounds like a sweet little innocent kid.
Yeah,
He's not.
he does
No.
nothing wrong.
He just
No,
like
he
kissed
does.
your dog on the head and that bothered you, and
Stop.
now you've just been
No.
resentful. of
This
it.
kid is like between the ages of 4 and 6 years old. He's
16.
always riding his little scooter up and down the block
Oh, how dare you.
unsupervised. No, unsupervised. One time I was outside and he fell face first. It starts crying and I ran inside because I don't want to deal with that.
Wow.
Shit. I don't care.
Wow, you're
So 2 days
You're a
ago,
person.
my wife and I are coming home from grocery shopping.
You ever think
Poor
maybe
kid.
you're the
You just
asshole
want
in
someone
this
to take
story?
care of him.
No, not my problem.
Bleeding out, needs stitches.
Don't
Whoa, gotta go. See ya.
Not in my yard.
Anyway,
Can
so
you
Get
move
off
over?
my lawn.
Can you
we
move over a little
pull
bit?
up into our driveway and he like follows behind the car. You don't do that. So we're getting the bags out and he's like, "What'd you get?" And I'm like, "Groceries." And he's like, "Did you get any toys?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like trying to like peep through the bags. He goes, "Yeah, you did, liar." And I'm like, "No, I didn't." And then he like takes a few steps back. We're going towards the door, and he's like, "You got toys. You're a liar." And I'm like, "Can you go inside your house?" And he's like, and he like gives me a dirty look and gets on his scooter and starts scooting away.
I have a
First
follow
off,
up.
Did you have toys?
Yeah, that
No,
was.
I didn't buy any toys. It was groceries.
Liar.
Did you buy dog toys?
You're
No.
clearly a liar. He's gonna tell all his friends. They're gonna point at you and forever know you as a liar.
Dude, you better watch out on Halloween. All his little friends are gonna egg the shit.
I
out of
am
your
so
house.
sure this unsupervised child has not been abducted is because he's so damn annoying. He won't stop talking.
Oh, special guest is here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Everything work?
The dryer is working well.
Okay.
It have a little bit noise, but you have to change the filter from the phone on the drum. This made a little bit noise.
Okay.
We suggest you, when you can make a driving clinic because I have many lot of links inside.
That's cool.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You guys have a great day, guys. And that was our special guest, the dryer fixers.
He had like the coolest accent.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, what's cool about it?
He almost sounded like he was singing.
Yeah.
Like,
But I have to say,
song, I liked it.
for everyone who, I mean, if you're listening to this point of the podcast, you heard all that ruckus. For him going, yeah, it's making a little bit of noise, is the understatement of the year.
It's because of all the leaves and stuff.
It's got a bit of a tune, but you're all
you
good.
should have heard the last dryer.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know what he did. I honestly, I don't even know what was wrong with it. I think it was working fine.
All of a sudden,
He
now
said it
you're a
was working
dryer
fine.
expert.
And if you ever need to dry a fresh pair of clothes, get Stitch Fix, and they'll provide enough clothes for your dryer.
Back in the day, I used to not do laundry. I used to just buy more clothes.
Must be nice.
Then I have the service for you. It's But going back to your neighbor, I feel like, yeah, I don't see how he's in the wrong. He just
I
wants.
don't know. He's just a little
He
kid.
sounds like he's just a regular kid.
At
Fuck
what
him.
point? At what age do you stop letting kids get away with bullshit? Though I feel like we are
Apparently
like,
at 4.
I feel like
we're
we're like,
one.
oh, he's a little kid.
One
so
time-
just let him be a little kid. But at what point are you like, no, you're just an asshole?
The first time he met my dog,
He kissed him.
no,
He kissed him.
no. He came up and very nicely and politely was like, "May I pet your dog?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." My dog is very hesitant. He doesn't really go up to people, so he sits down and I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." The kid sticks his hand out and my dog gives it one lick. The little boy is in shock and he's like, and then he sniffs it, licks where the dog licked, and then he like hacks a loogie and spits it on the ground
Yeah.
and runs away. And I'm like, all right, this kid is fucking weird. And then we went inside.
This sounds like a regular old kid.
He's just a little What were you doing that for? Not knowing what Boston Terriers are.
Yeah.
That's what you were doing.
I wasn't licking my hand after a dog licked it.
I mean, I'm sure we all did stupid stuff at the age of 4.
Speak for yourself. I went to weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a lot of stupid stuff. I'm not gonna share, but yeah, I did a lot of stupid stuff.
I don't think I did, but because I was a perfect person, and I've always said I don't think
When I used to live
Jesus
with my-
Christ made anyone perfect, but he came really close with me.
Okay.
That's my personal motto.
Okay.
I say he's friends with
Didn't
a
you
little extra.
Didn't you cut
humble
the
this on me,
deaf guy
too.
off and felt really bad about it? Like,
Yeah, I felt
months
bad
ago?
because I was
Because I'm perfect.
perfect.
I don't know. When I lived with my birth mom, she
I
did.
thought you were gonna say birthday mom, and I'm just like,
Yeah, my birthday mom. She didn't really she wasn't the best parent, so I just kind of I was like that wild child that just did whatever.
yeah, you told me you used to throw up just to get your way,
Yeah.
you fucking weirdo.
Wait,
That's not
what?
even the
Excuse
worst
me?
of it.
What?
So, I used to live with my
Birthday
birth
mom.
and
His birthday mom.
and
She was there on your
wasn't
birthday,
The most supervising parent. So I used to just run around and do shit. And, if I went to school and I didn't feel like being at school, I learned to make myself throw up, and they would just send you home because there'd be no questions asked. But all right, you threw up, you got to go home. They would call my mom. She'd come.
And you
pick me
still
up
do
and
that?
Take me home. Yeah, I tried.
That work.
Yeah.
At work you get
Why
fired.
do you think I'm at work right now? I threw up, buddy. Come on. And I don't know. I used to. It got to a point where they put me on the card system. I'd have to bring a card home with me. Green card meant I had a good day. Red card meant I was bad, and I used to get fucking spanked for it. This is when I lived with my dad and my stepmom.
Did your dad spank you?
No, my stepmom did. She used a rubber spatula.
Ooh.
First off, when I say mom from now on, it's my stepmom.
Okay.
She's a great woman. But I got to the point I was in daycare at the time, and I learned that I found green construction paper, and I realized I can make my own cards. So I made 100 of them, and every time I have a red card, I'd go to daycare, throw it away, go to the cubby, daycare. I was in daycare. I can't talk to that.
That sounded like something else.
Gay care.
Daycare. I threw my red card away, went to my
Not that
cubby,
there's anything wrong with being gay. It's 2018. We're
2018.
accepting of everyone. It's just funny.
and I would just switch
Not
up
funny,
one of
but
my
it's
green
fun.
cards.
Right. Did you get it signed?
No.
You didn't have to get it signed. You just had to show it. What the fuck kind of white people honor system is this
Thank
bullshit?
you.
He's like a soccer ref just
Everything
holding
was
up
good.
the.
I did good.
Everything was good until
Are
we
they
had to clean
bad?
out our cubbies at the end of the year. My dad found my stash of green cards. Yeah. But, no, when I lived with my mom...
I used to forge my parents' signatures, and they were so bad.
Yeah,
my teachers
you're not-
caught on so fast, and they're like,
Well, you're not the smartest
Well,
child, so-
yeah, I went to a school where everything had to be signed. Every piece of homework, your planner once a day, and I got really good at signing my dad's signature. And they were just like, yeah, do it, whatever, But the thing is, him and I have very similar handwriting, so I can to this day
shout out to John Constantino.
And
so when I'm taking out loans and credit cards, I'm like, woo!
Yeah.
How old were you at this point?
It was middle school, but it was anytime he signed it for real, because his handwriting is like mine but worse.
They thought it was.
They thought I forged it, and then they would have to call him do it,
So funny.
try me.
No, I'm going to go back. Your situation with your neighbor kid could be worse, because you could have lived near me when I lived with my birth mom.
Birthday mom.
My birthday mom. You guys are going to enjoy this. I obviously grew out of it, but I used to...
What? Oh no! I don't know if I want to say this one.
Say it. You have to say it. You have to
No,
say it.
because you already started it.
You
I
have to
used
say it.
to shit outside,
Why?
wherever I wanted.
Why, Taylor?
Because I was 3, and no one ever told me it wasn't acceptable. I used to on
This
the
is natural.
we lived in an
Natural
apartment
getting
building,
up.
and I'd be outside. I'm I don't want to go upstairs and use the bathroom, so I would just shit on the doorstep.
The
Fuck
doorstep.
out other people's doorstep. I didn't do it at my house. But yeah.
Oh,
That's respectful
what a
of your
saint.
own house.
I just have vivid memories of having to shit and just popping a squat outside. And
You know what? I think that's good. That's
That's a wrap.
natural.
We
That's
gotta
real
go.
natural.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were this had to be late elementary school, maybe middle school. This kid had condoms at his house.
Okay.
So we did what you do with condoms.
Fill them up water balloons?
No.
They
We
never
That's
pop.
what we did.
we ran around the neighborhood and put them on doorknobs and ding dong ditched them and
God.
left.
Ooh,
And this
condom.
But this really tough guy, like buff, like chased us down, and he said like, "Now I have to explain to my daughter what this is. Do you know what you're?" And then we just ran again and just
He caught up to you because he's above you.
yeah, he was buff. And to this day, I'm sure he's still looking.
Ding dong ditching. We used to pee on the doors and then knock.
You guys are animals.
Why don't you just lay a log, you know? Just...
You never took a dump on it?
No.
But like, yeah, what's wrong with you? You're not gonna just shit on the door?
The end of my ding
Light it on
dong,
fire?
the ding dong piss days was
Ding dong
when
piss.
I was halfway through my piss and the door opened.
Oh.
And you can't just stop.
You can't just stop. And I'm like, oh, and I start running away. And they go, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my god.
I've got a story. Similar, and this is really recent. So I was going out. We were going out, like having a couple drinks. No, me and my friend Carlos, who we all know here. He used to live in the same neighborhood as DJ Phil. So
He
I was
doesn't live there anymore?
no.
Oh.
He bought a house, but
Oh, right,
we
right.
digress. Him.
DJ Phil doesn't live there anymore, from what you said.
Oh no, Carlos.
No. DJ Phil doesn't live there anymore.
Oh, so he drops me off at his neighborhood, and I have to cut through the apartment complex to get to my car. My car is parked by DJ Phil's apartment,
DJ Philly Phil.
and so I'm cutting through the back, like by their pool and stuff,
Young
to his
bachelor.
building, and I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh man, like I really have to go. I'm not gonna be able to hold it to get to my house. So I'm like, oh, here's Phil's house. It's like 4 a.m. I'm like, I'll just pee on his back porch. So I did. And
As a stand-up friend would.
and I guess I could have knocked and said like I need to go to your bathroom, but I
Yeah.
feel like he would have been
Definitely
more he would have been more upset.
Phil would
that-
have freaked out that you woke him up.
yeah. So I'm like I did what he would want and just did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking like, oh, it was like the back sliding glass door, and I was really thinking about just banging. So he would open up the door, and there I was. Well, anyway, I didn't do that. I had a conscience. I just took a picture of the aftermath and sent it to him. So the next day I see him at work. I'm like, hey, Phil, did you get my picture? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, was just staring at it. He's like, that's not my house. He's like, that's my neighbor. So and then I went, what if I banged on that sliding glass door?
Yeah.
What would have
You
happened?
would have been shot. You know where he lives.
It's a good thing you had that moment where you thought not to knock.
Yeah. I almost just so he would open up that like curtain and
His
just
daughter
see me.
comes out.
It's that buff guy again.
You! I gotta explain this again.
She's like 19
Yeah.
at this point.
Leave us alone!
I really like think I would have been in jail. Well, I mean, to be honest, I would have been able to run to my car and get out of there.
Yeah,
He
for
caught
sure.
you last time. I don't know.
So
He's still working out.
He's still.
but yeah, so that's what I do at Phil's house. And I also went through this phase. Every time Carlos would drop me off and I have to do that walk, I would just bang on Phil's windows in the middle of the night. And this is when he was still married and had a bunch of dogs and stuff, and all the dogs would go nuts and they would all wake up, and then I would just walk away. I wouldn't even stick around.
Well, no.
Just every time, just knock on the glass and then just leave and go in my car. And
Man, speaking of dogs barking, every time we pull into our driveway, our other neighbor, her dogs go crazy. And I hear, shut up! And then I was like, oh. And then she's like, oh, enough already.
that's the sound of a woman who
She's
just,
at the end of her.
she's done. She thinks back to the moment she got those dogs and regrets it every day.
Regrets all her life decisions. Like, she could have married a doctor, but
She just sits at home like, oh God, what did I do? What went wrong? Then the dogs start barking and that's it. Oh.
Alright guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back very, very shortly. Just stick around and
And this is where we're gonna insert our Stitch commercial.
We're back.
Alright.
We're back. We took a slight intermission so AJ could crop dust the room.
I
so
didn't fart. It wasn't me.
You farted.
Afterwards,
it's not for you.
on this second part of the podcast, we thought we would play a game of Would You Rather. I'll start because
You're at the beginning of the line.
because I'm thinking. All right, listen. I got a good one. All right. Would you rather save a family from a house fire where you're guaranteed local hero status and front page articles in national newspapers, or you let them die and you be Superman for the rest of your life, but without the ability to help other people in any way?
Superman. Easy.
Why?
Because I can fly. I can.
Because
Have
you're
super strength?
absolutely selfish.
I have X-ray vision. Because think about it. It's
That's,
That's
that's
the biggest
the
selling
selling
point
point.
right there.
it's one family. What were they gonna
You
do?
can't help any. I feel like you can't help anybody in any way. You can't help anybody move.
To be honest,
you can't tow a car.
yes, thank you. Yes, sign me up. I'll sign up for just that. The superpowers is extra. No,
Like, leave me out of it. I just want to
It's
enjoy
not,
my
it's
powers.
not saying you
Forget
can't help
everybody
anybody
else.
the rest of your life. It's just saying you can't use your powers for good. You can't.
yeah, that's
It's
fine.
not like you can't help like a little lady across the street. Like, I'm sorry, I'm Superman. I can't.
Because
It's
think
a
of it
deal.
like this: if I would sacrifice myself if one of you guys could get superpowers,
No, you wouldn't.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Your grandma's gonna make sure you're okay. And I'm like, AJ, are you okay?
No, like if someone came up like a wizard saying, "I can give you guys any superpower, but I need a blood sacrifice," I would do it.
What if the superpower was something stupid, like, I don't know, Hawkeye from Avengers? Like, you can shoot a bow really good.
I mean,
It's not even a superpower.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's just
like
really good at
if
archery.
it was like a Superman style superpower, yeah, or like something cool like time travel, yeah.
You can't save anyone. That's funny. Stay away from.
What,
You don't,
what
you
would
don't
you
have to
guys
deal
pick?
with that.
What would you guys pick?
Hey, a great man by the name of Uncle Ben once said, "With great power comes great responsibility." If you can't use your powers for that,
Yeah.
What would you guys pick?
His first name
But
was
at what point do I know? Are they like already burning and someone's like, hey, by the way, before you make your choice, before you go in there to save them, I got a proposition for you. Like,
you can let them
Ah.
die.
So you would let him die.
or is it going to be like at some point in your life, you're going to know there's people are burning this house, so you have a choice.
I mean, it would be pretty sweet to fly though.
What?
Like, what's the family? Tell us. Like, who's in the family? Like,
I don't
mom, dad.
Can you
part of our
can you
family?
choose a family?
Or is it like...
Yeah. What if it was your neighbor?
What is the neighbor kid?
Your
down
little
the
neighbor
street?
kid's family.
I would
Oh,
say
wow.
You would save him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Can you
I mean, it's
forget
just,
to get the kid?
I can't. Even if I had superpowers, living with the guilt of you allowed.
But you didn't start the fire.
Just for some selfish reason.
It was always burning,
Not a
and it was always going.
Sorry.
You didn't start that fire. If you started the fire and like murder them,
We
yeah.
didn't start the fire. It was
Okay, all right. I
us
got another one because I'm just on a roll here.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we were gonna go down the
Oh,
line.
yeah. Sure.
Hey, stop being selfish.
We're coming
You'll
back
take
to you. We're coming
You'll
back.
take the superpower.
I got.
Yeah.
He couldn't even give me a "would you rather" spotlight. I stole this one. I'm making that very clear from our friend Devon, who was supposed to be here, and this is where the idea of the game came from.
And then you told him we were going to do it next week. And
Yeah, I did tell him. Yeah, hey man, we'll do it
Sorry.
next. Well, anyway, this is a question he's been asking. Would you rather be on a raft with a harpoon gun and a paddle surrounded by sharks, but you see an island kind of in the distance? It's going to be a couple of days. Tons of sharks. Or would you rather be in the woods with a .22? You kind of know where a city is, but you're not sure like how to get there. But there's like one grizzly bear in the woods, and he's gunning for you. Like, you might outsmart him and like evade him for a little bit, but he's gonna keep on trying to find you, and he's after you.
I do the grizzly bear.
I do think it was a bear too.
I just feel I mean, I can walk on land. I feel more comfortable to be on land.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
Everyone's been picking sharks, but you're out of your element in the water.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like
And I can't swim very well.
sharks aren't like the movies where there's gonna be like, oh, see this guy in this fucking boat up here.
We
Fuck
oh,
that guy.
I want to add something.
I'm not
There's a
gonna find
seal
out.
painted under your
Okay.
raft. Like someone painted a seal.
How big of a raft am I talking? Am I on like a little kayak?
Like the maybe like the size of this couch, like a
Is
little.
it an inflatable raft?
Yeah, like a little
Oh.
thing.
No, you're fine.
I think sharks, like, that doesn't matter to sharks, whether they can see a seal painted. They use more, like, their senses and stuff like that.
But that's why they eat.
Prey.
That's why they eat surfboarders because they think it's a seal.
I think it's
Yeah, but a picture of a seal is, I don't feel like that's something that would, like, trigger a shark to go out. If they're coming for you, they're coming for you.
I don't know.
I'll take the jungle. I feel.
But the sharks aren't actively really going for you. The grizzly
Just
bear
a
is.
bunch.
Well, the grizzly bear, because, I mean, all you have to do is get past that one grizzly bear. I
But
don't
he's
know-
gonna keep on trying to find you.
And that's fine. If I can get past the grizzly bear, I'm golden. With the sharks,
There are
nah.
multiple.
Yeah.
Well,
there's too many.
my answer to it was I would because I'm a man,
You
ladies,
Yeah.
and
Ladies.
I can think smarter. So I would like get a torch, climb a tree, throw the torch into the woods, start a forest fire, wait for the bear to run out of the
Do you think
forest.
this is Smokey
Smokey.
the bear? That's
Oh,
true.
Smokey.
No.
Yeah.
The bear's gonna try to flee the forest fire, drop down on the bear, and ride him out because he's trying to get away from the fire. So it's like a mutual, like we get a bond. Like I'm riding
He
that.
has no way
You guys
of
share the
stopping
same
for
common
1
problem
second.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he's just.
I mean,
gonna let
the
you
end
go.
of this is you get lost in the woods, you burn alive,
Yeah.
I'm riding the bear. We're riding the bear out.
You and the bear die.
and then the bear die.
The only thing is like if the bear tripped and like rolled, that's the end.
Yeah.
But
Or I don't think bears like being ridden.
well,
Yeah.
what's your answer, Taylor?
I would take the sharks.
Okay. You take
I just feel like they're not actively going for you. It's not like they're gonna be like, "Hey, fuck this guy up here in this boat."
What if you're paddling and one of them just nips your paddle and just takes it and now you're fucked?
They're not gonna nip the fucking paddle.
How do you know? Are you a shark expert? No oceanographer?
I am an oceanographer.
You graph the oceans?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And
I paint the
also,
blue stuff on the globes. It's fine. I know everything about.
also, I wouldn't want to be in the raft because I wouldn't want to get sunburned.
Yeah. Kind of. That was
Like
part of
that-
it. I was like,
You
do I have
sunburn.
water or do I have supplies to survive
No.
this 3-day? Then why would
Hey,
you?
you're out in the middle of the ocean.
But you
like,
see an island. You see an
Right.
island.
Yeah,
you
but-
have the hope.
At least with the forest, you have like resources that.
But if I can
Yeah,
see
you're
the
on
distance, I
picking
feel like
my
I
reason.
can-
Like exactly.
I
Like
can get there in a day.
I could kill some animals. Like I can eat, harvest some berries.
You don't know which berries are good and which ones are gonna give you the shits. Then now the bear can smell you.
He's like,
He's
that's not
coming.
bear
He's
shit.
coming for you. But I mean, if Leonardo could take
I know
down that
that's
grizzly
not-
bear,
Yo.
I think I have a
He
fighting
didn't take out
chance.
the big grizzly bear. The grizzly bear fucked him up.
Yeah, he
Other
did.
people had to come
But he
save
took him out though.
Other people had to come save him.
Uh,
But you got
That-
all you have is a 22, and that's apparently not strong enough to puncture the thick skull.
Is
of
it
a
hollow
grizzly.
tips?
What's yours, Taylor?
I'll start with this one. Would you rather become retarded for 15 minutes every time you think of the word sensitivity, or fart loudly every time you see an analog clock?
He said fart with the I'll fart with the analog clock.
Like,
Loudly,
anyone can hear
loudly.
you And
I
know
don't
it.
care. I own my farts, bro. I
Me
do.
too.
Not to mention that at some point,
Every
like,
time you see the clock, like on your phone and everything, you're gonna fart. Think of how many times you look at your phone.
An analog clock. Though. That's
Analog.
like
Oh, that's
an
right.
actual
Never mind.
physical
That is a
clock.
physical clock.
There we go.
not to mention, like, at some point, people are just gonna know you as a fart like guy with the analog clock, and at some point they'll get over it.
Well, here's the thing.
How often do you guys think of the word sensitivity?
Not
Except for
often.
right now.
And it's only 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I would do the sensitivity because also, I mean, I wouldn't mind the farting because if I do fart, I own up to my mistakes.
Sure you do.
What if you
Very,
had,
like,
first
Crop
day,
dusted this whole
Yeah.
living room before we even pressed play.
but you didn't own up to it.
What?
But he didn't own up to it.
No,
Because it wasn't me. I would have owned up to it. That's my point. If I farted before we hit record, I would have.
You left a trail.
You have to.
It might have been the workers.
How was it 30 minutes?
It might have been the workers.
They took a shit in your dryer and that's their fucking big joke on you.
That was all that noise.
Yeah, that noise.
I haven't checked on that dryer. Yeah, I would probably pick the sensitivity.
Sensitivity.
I feel like I can. I don't think of that word that often, and it's only 15
What
minutes.
if it comes at like the worst possible time? Like you're driving in your car, and a fucking sensitive toothpaste commercial comes on, and you just think of sensitivity and you cause like a pileup or something on the freeway.
Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Well, I wasn't even listening. I'm sorry.
You're the worst. You're literally the worst.
What did you
Why
say?
do we invite you?
Are we still talking about the analog parts?
Yeah.
Oh, analog parts. That's what I said.
I'm gonna go with the analog parts.
Analog
You
parts.
guys keep pointing out. Oh, there's.
Analog.
Would you-
Analog parts.
Would
I'm just
you,
ripping.
D'Angelo, own up to it if you farted?
At that point, I would, first of all, but I'm saying I definitely have to do it when I see the analog clock because every time.
Yeah.
There's one. Boom.
Yeah.
Well, because
What if we sprinkle
I'm more
it-
saying
That way,
What if
when
we-
everyone knows, you just like
Alright, what if we sprinkle it instead of farting? Like you
shit.
shit loud.
Shart a little
No,
bit.
Like
that's-
very
that's
obvious.
very
It's
inconvenient.
violent.
That's very inconvenient. But so it would become retarded for 15 minutes.
Well, my question for D'Angelo was because I believe maybe he was the one that farted before he hit record because he's the one who is the most vocal about it, and in the old
And in
law,
the
it
rules,
was
smell
the
it,
one
dealt
who
it.
smelt it dealt it,
Yeah, no, I would.
and he kept on bringing it up,
That sounds
like
more of a
more to
theory.
bring
yeah, because
attention
you kept passing by me,
And it could
and I smelled it every time you passed by me.
as like one who wanted to bring attention
No.
to something. He was bringing attention to the fart.
Is it a
'cause
law
it
or
was
is it
in
a
front of
theory?
my
His
face.
farts are just as much attention seekers as him.
Maybe the smell is the decaying cat that you forgot to take care of for the last 2 weeks.
Could be.
That cat's alive. It's just not here. We found out.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little
Just
deep.
to clear that.
Okay, here we go. What's
Would you rather know the uncomfortable truth of the world or believe a comforting lie?
Is this the Matrix?
Well, what's the uncomforting truth?
Like you see the world for what it is.
I see the world for what it is.
All like the
I'm woke.
And
Don't look at me like
They're not sheep.
No, I know what I would pick. I would say the comforting lie. I always said, and if I was in the Matrix, I would take the blue pill. Like you pick your choice. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just live my cushy life right now because it was miserable out there.
Ignorance is bliss.
It was miserable out there. Like there was no. I would have taken the Matrix 100 times over going to Zion.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. I'm gonna know the uncomfortable truth because I seek for the truth and everything.
He wants to believe X-Files theme song.
stay woke.
Hashtag stay woke.
What would you do, Taylor?
Stay awake to the ways of the world.
I'll be ignorant. I don't care.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't convince me on your conspiracy theories last week anyways.
But now maybe you could see what the truth is.
But what's
So
the
it
truth
sounds
is-
to me like you rather believe a comforting lie.
Yeah.
Stay
It's
woke.
fine.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
One.
Stay woke.
We're back.
Oh, back to me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Since
But
we're
let's
so
see how good
excited-
this one was.
Oh god.
That he
hold
couldn't
on.
wait.
The pressure's on. Hold on. Let me. Okay. So for those of you who chose to take the Superman powers and not help anyone out, would you rather be able to fly but you have to be naked, or be invisible but everyone talks shit about you?
Fly.
But it gets cold up there.
Yeah, but that really would like the invisibility would really like lower my self-esteem more than it is. So I wouldn't want that.
I think the fly is a metaphor. You know what I'm saying? And being naked. Because when you fly, you're free. And when you're naked, you're revealing your true
Yeah.
self. So technically, they're one and the same. I'll take being naked and fly. That'd be dope.
I feel like
You know, it
everyone's
comes-
talk
it
shit
comes with
anyways,
choice.
so at least this time I can crop dust him and not own up to it. I won't even know. Maybe that's what just happened. Jaquan's invisible. He's talking shit about him and he just.
Oh, he was talking trash about me in the podcast. Too.
Yeah.
That's why he was like, "Oh, you guys done recording?" Like,
Yeah,
should
you
see.
guys done?
That's funny.
Okay, I got one. You hire a prostitute
Okay.
and you have to sleep with the prostitute.
Okay.
But would you rather when she shows up, it's your mom
Ugh.
or your sister?
Ugh.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
You got to answer. Would you rather? You bought her, and you're like, I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Obviously, it's your choice. I don't know.
That's disturbing. You're disgusting.
You're a sick fuck, AJ.
So let's go on top of that. Would you rather it be horrible so it lasts longer?
Huh?
Or
What?
it be really good so it's over fast?
You see, for those of us who have actually been with a girl, it's the opposite way.
So you were gonna say who's been with you?
Yeah, I was like, bro, oh man.
Well, there's only one right answer. It really is.
You kill yourself.
No,
And then she
no,
shows up
you
the
have
door.
to. That's not an option.
No.
What were you gonna say, Anton?
Nah, nothing. I'm not saying-
The correct answer is.
Fucking God.
God damn it.
Yeah, you're sick.
You're sick.
Do you have any sister, AJ?
Yikes.
Ugh. Next question.
Yeah, please.
That's bad.
Oh, man.
That's bad.
Moving on.
I had another one in here, but we finally...
And now it's our show.
Podcast over. I can't. Like, we're done.
Probably gonna bleep that.
Yeah, I lost the one I was going to use. I was scrolling and now
Dead air, Taylor.
I know. Well,
Please.
someone else shoot. If anyone else has
D'Angelo,
it,
jump in.
find it.
Okay.
D'Angelo, interrupt.
here's another one. Do what I do best. Would you rather be famous for inventing a deadly new weapon, or invent something that helps the world, but someone else gets credit for inventing it?
Good old Tesla, huh?
Yeah.
Shout out Nicola.
My boy Nicola.
If it's for the greater good, I feel like I would just create it.
Thinking let somebody else get credit.
That's all.
As much as it sucks, I'd go with that too.
I would pick that as well. I'm not in it for the fame.
The world doesn't
Yeah.
need more weapons.
At the end of the day, it's something that helps the world. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would imagine it happens all the time too.
But what if you invent something that you think is going to help the world and it ends up
Being the weapon.
being the weapon?
Then you're in the
Yeah.
Matrix.
Well, yeah, I mean that can happen. I think it's happened in the past. I mean, like something like the internet or computers, where everyone has the power to, do whatever with the internet as they so please. Some people use it for good. Some people use it for bad. It just depends on the person.
I agree.
But I would go with.
I'm not in it for the fame.
Yeah,
It's for the greater good.
agree. You have your.
I'm in it for
question?
the superpowers.
Yeah, if it was the superpowers on the line, yeah, I would take it. Because that's helping me.
Burn them all, huh?
The weapon's not helping me, but... You found yours, Taylor?
I'll just use this one. Would you rather get $1 every time you compliment a stranger, or $10 every time you insult them in the meanest way possible?
It's easier to compliment, so I just rack up the compliment.
Yeah, I would say $1.
It's 10 times more efficient if you just...
But you have to...
You save a whole lot of time, right?
You have to come up with a really bad insult. Because it's insult in the worst way possible.
Boy,
It doesn't have to be
boy.
it doesn't have to be a great compliment.
Skin
And I don't think I
chicken
have
bone.
the nerve to do it. Like,
You can say like, "Hey, nice hat" or "nice shirt that you wear."
So
every
you're just
time.
the guy that walks around your supermarket calling everybody out in the stupid, like, mean as shit.
like that, what
Everyone's
is it?
gonna hate you after some time. too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Like, I'll be super rich.
Like, when
Well,
people
not just
like
that,
get...
but they get tired of someone being funny, complimenting someone for the sake of them earning extra money.
My question is, if you were to get onto like live TV and just like do
A roast?
a net
Compliment?
insult,
Oh.
like
Yeah, you gotta be creative with it.
Who's
like
keeping
just
track?
like one racial slur, do you rack up for everybody that gets affected by that?
What kind of racial slur?
I don't know. There's
Which one would you pick?
What's your favorite racial
My
slur?
favorite racial slur?
That's the next podcast.
You know,
episode.
the guy who fixed my tire at 3 o'clock in the morning the other day, he was like, He goes, turns to me and goes, "Excuse me for the profanity you brought to here." I'm like, "Oh, it's fine. I thought he was gonna be like, piece of shit." This he goes, "What dirty fucking Pollock made this tire?"
Whoa!
I'm like, "Whoa."
Whoa, man. Does he think you're Polish?
I don't know. But like, why is that his go-to insult when he gets angry? What dirty fucking
Are the
Pollock?
Polish known to
I
make
don't
tires?
know.
I'm 25% Polish.
I think he
so.
just was expressing how much he hates Polish people.
My favorite is...
I was just kidding. We don't really have to.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, the one's like
Top 10 racial epithets. Go. Starting with your least favorite, going to your favorite. I know what my favorite is.
No, I don't know how offensive it is because I still don't know if it's a real insult. So this one could get bleeped. But I think the word honky is hilarious.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
I don't even know where it
I've
comes
never been
from.
called honky though.
What does that even come from?
I don't know.
I might have to bleep this. I don't know why we're on this topic.
yeah, no. When I said that, it was strictly a joke.
No, but I really have one that I'm like, I wish, like, deep down in my heart, I wish it wasn't offensive because I would use this word all the time. And I'm going to bleep it regardless, but it's just a good name. It's just a good, like, that brings joy to your, like, when you get, like...
I think you realize halfway through that sentence.
No! Like,
No,
there could be a
never mind.
Teletubby called that. Tinky Winky, Poe.
And what color Teletubby is?
Like, why is that, like, a bad name? I wish it wasn't. I wish I lived in a world
It's
where...
almost like a jitterbug, you know.
Yeah, like, it's just like a little, like...
But it is. So moving on.
All right.
Come on, you're...
I'm up?
Yeah.
All right, I got one more. I got a few more, but... Man, this was hard. There's two. Okay. Would you rather every time you entered a room, Darth Vader's theme song plays from your crotch?
Okay.
Pretty cool. Or have genitals that glow like E.T.'s heart when you're attracted to someone?
I'll take the glowing.
Yeah, the
Let's
glowing.
just cut the
Yeah?
let's get straight
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it. You know what's up.
Yeah.
Either
You know,
you're gonna
you
respond.
know what I want. You know how I feel.
It points out, like, the
With
finger.
the finger.
You.
Oh, God. What's gotten into?
Yeah.
I would take the glowing. Easy one.
But that's some theme music though, and
But playing from your crotch,
Yeah.
like, if it was just playing in general...
At a certain point, it would just get really old. Like every time Juan goes to the bathroom, and comes back into the room, fucking yeah, the fucking march.
it is like a strong presence song though.
Yeah. I just feel like the glowing gets so
Yeah,
much
I-
bullshit out of the way straight away. It's
I
like,
mean,
hey, this is what's up. Yes or no? No.
Just walk around the bar and it's like...
Yeah. Just
Ding.
I'm just not trying to denounce how rad.
And girls would probably want to sleep with you, though.
Hey, you cut to the chase. You
But,
let-
I mean,
you let
the
'em know
theme
what's going
music,
on.
you are right, would, like, probably help, too.
But I would go with the glowing heart. Awesome.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I got one.
You got
I got one. No more kid stuff.
no more.
We're cutting to the adult
Explicit.
stuff.
We're putting
You
this
wonder-
explicit on iTunes.
If you're under 18, you might want to buckle up. Would you rather every time you sneeze, you ejaculate violently? Just it's a mess.
Oh,
It's
but-
You
noticeable.
guys
But if
don't?
you-
You're basically
the sneeze,
sneezing
the
out
sneeze.
of both places.
I would imagine that it feels pretty good.
It probably does, and I'm not going to knock that out. Or would you want to just poop yourself at a random time twice a day? You don't know when. It's different every time. You can't prepare for it, and it's loud and messy as well. Which one do you pick?
Sneezing.
Yeah, the sneezing.
I'm gonna go with the sneezing because I can kind of like stop myself from sneezing sometimes.
I'll take the sneezing, and then I'll get myself a show on the Health Network channel.
Yeah.
Because they'll put me on that one weird, like, this. We're going to tell you about a guy that ejaculates when he sneezes. He's got a rare condition.
He nuts hella
And
hard.
it's just me, like, them, like, putting pepper under my
So
nose.
they
and I'm like,
I mean, some people say that sneezing, the sensation of sneezing is almost like orgasmic. So
Can I-
to have the sensation of sneezing,
Is that what they say?
Yeah, and some people like the thrill of sneezing. Because it-
can Can I combine?
But to do that and
But
actually have an orgasm at the same time, I mean that's gotta be a
Can I
that's gotta be a
combine
feeling of this
the
world.
glowing genitals with the sneezing?
Oh.
Like every time I'm sick, I just go to the bar, just glow and sneeze.
Oh,
And
God.
then, thank you.
What would you pick, one?
The season.
Okay.
I wear a diaper during allergy season.
Yeah. You can wear just hopefully some, like a diaper.
Oh yeah,
really
like
good underwear.
when there's a high pollen count, get ready. It's gonna be a good day.
And that's scary. Like, sometimes I'll sneeze like 10 times in a row. That's a whole lot
You're
of
going to
protection.
shock,
The
man.
South Park
Yeah.
episode when the internet goes down, that's Angela.
There was a ghost. There was Okay, what's yours, Taylor? What do we got? What do we got?
I'm gonna go back to the one I asked you guys earlier, then off camera. I just saw an amount of money. What was it? It was like, would you rather suck one dick for $100,000 or earn $10,000 for every dick that you suck? The one is a one-time deal, but the second one there's unlimited possible. There's no cap.
So you'd have to suck 10 dicks for the same
to break
price.
even.
But
And then if
then
you
you
hit
keep
11,
going.
you're good.
You're
11 dicks. That actually goes with one of the would you rather questions I have over here.
I mean, 100,000 is a good chunk of change.
yeah.
But
They say gay porn
endless
sells the
money
most.
whenever you're like, I gotta get back to the old activities. I gotta make a little bit more money.
Yeah, but $100,000 is gonna dry up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about that hospital bill to fix your fucking sneezing, ejaculating dick?
Who says I want to fix it?
Yeah. You rack up all those bills.
Like, you could.
They've learned how to.
You buy a house, you used up all that money.
Yeah.
So
You don't know
that's
how-
not even-
You don't know how many dicks
that's
I
not
had to suck
even-
to get this house, okay?
I would do the
It's
unlimited.
It's 2018, bro.
I would do the unlimited.
I would probably do the unlimited too, because that's, I mean,
Money to be made. There's
Mhm.
gold in the mills.
It's 2018.
Nah.
You're going one.
Do the one and
One
invest.
One and done.
One and done.
Nah, man. Sometimes the funds get low. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You invest 100.
Well, that's true. We're thinking like we're just spending it. You
Can
could
you just do like
you could
one?
flip that money.
Can you just do one giant fucking
Penis.
party, like one giant fucking orgy responsibly,
Where's the
Yeah,
responsibility?
hashtag-
and just rack up a ton of money?
Yeah,
one
you
night?
could be rolling in the dough.
Just hit up Chris
You're
Brown.
rolling in something.
Yeah, I would do the unlimited though. Like,
Sneeze party.
because I feel like you could go up to anyone in the bar and probably get at least one person a night. That's $10,000 a night.
But that's also how hard is it going to be to find another willing partner?
You might as well just.
I could. Do it.
Go to the honeypot and
You
ask
might as well be
literally
gay at
anybody.
that point.
I could do it.
Or
Or you make a deal with someone. Like if I was like, hey Taylor, let's do this $5,000 each once a day.
And you're doing all the work.
Yeah, you just gotta sit back.
I wouldn't be
yeah.
able to. Wouldn't be able
What's
to.
yours, D'Angelo?
Moving on. Let's see. Would you rather fight for a cause you believe in, but doubt will succeed, or fight for a cause that you only partially believe in, but have a high chance of your cause succeeding?
The partial one.
Yeah.
Because I still believe, like, if it was something I was against, you know, like, if it was something I'm like, oh, I don't believe in this, but I know I can make it happen.
You know,
No, I'm a hypocrite, but I still kind of believe, like,
I'll take the one that guarantees.
Wait, what was
Because
it?
my cause is getting the lime Skittles put back into Skittles and get the nasty ass green apples taken away.
it's, would you fight for a cause you believe in, but you won't win, or fight in a cause you partially believe in, but you'll make it change?
Or have a high.
High chance of doing it.
The one that succeeds.
Yeah. I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah.
My time's valuable, and that's why I shop at Stitch Fix to take care of my clothing. You got one, Juan?
Yeah. Would you rather be in school for a year with an erected penis, or would you rather be in school for one day with shit all over you?
All over you, all over
Like
you.
you are a
You
shit.
You took a
monster.
bath.
You dunked in shit. Like a septic tank.
I'm gonna go with the latter.
The poop?
I just because.
You don't want to
You know,
scare
when-
anybody.
when you do it once, like, that's it.
But you'll be
done.
known.
People won't forget.
Yeah, you'll be known as
People
the
won't
poop
forget.
guy.
Now you've already done it. People won't forget. So now every time you do it, you're already known for that. So
I'll take the boner.
I would take the boner because people probably wouldn't notice.
Because you're gonna tuck it up into the waistband, right?
Yeah.
They never said you had to like be full out.
I don't think he even thought of that.
It would never have to hit the.
I didn't know it.
He just meant they wouldn't notice.
Okay, I got one.
You know.
Would you rather be personally responsible for a great tragedy, like the guy who shot the lion, like you're the most hated person, right? But you get $1 million at the end of the day. Like you did something really bad, everyone hates you. You're like on the level of Casey Anthony, like a George Zimmerman, the dentist that shot Cecil.
Like how you
The big three
that shot a lion.
like
Up there with the lady who killed her baby and the racist George Zimmerman. Okay.
like the nation knows you, they hate you, but you get $1 million, or no one really knows who you are, and you can't make ends meet. Like you're essentially homeless, but you're like not living on the streets. Like
I
you're
didn't shoot a lion.
you're bumming like living at people's houses. Like you're not on the street, but you're really close. You're like one bad day away, but no one knows who you are. You
I'll
just
shoot
live
the
a
lion.
normal life.
I'll shoot the lion.
No one.
No
I'm
one else.
conflicted.
I'm conflicted as well.
Is it your personal happiness, but you're hated?
I'm gonna go with being a bum.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much a bum now, so
You have a house. You own a house.
that means I don't gotta worry.
Yeah.
I think like you
I'll
don't
suck
know
one dick, pay it off.
when you're homeless, like, or you know, it's based upon your life and what you know. So I wouldn't know what it feels like to be rich. Like, there's similarities
But-
of being.
I'm gonna
You
add a
have
cherry on
friendship.
top. I'm
You're
gonna
rich.
add a cherry on top. If you do pick like the near homeless thing, you know you had the choice. So you have to live every day going, I could have just got that $1 million. Like when the times get tough, you're gonna live your life going, I gave up $1 million. I'm in here willingly in this situation. I could be living on an island away from everyone. And even though they hate me,
Let me ask you this.
people forget.
In a couple of months, how many people are actually going to be remembering that guy that shot Cecil Bryant?
One didn't even know who he
How many,
was.
how many people are going to remember this racist lawyer in a couple of months?
No one. And they're going to be like, it's going to become a joke.
I
Because
think
that's,
people
it's a
will
tough
forever
couple.
remember like Casey Anthony.
that's
Yeah.
our like society is, we'll hate them. But then like a couple of years, they're like, people forget. Like Casey Anthony's probably
Something
going to be
else
on
happens.
Dancing with the Stars or something.
Something else happens, and people can always use the "I've moved on" and they've changed their life. Blah,
Like
blah.
here's my example, which is nowhere on the level of these people, is when Justin Timberlake performed at the Super Bowl, right?
When the selfie kid?
No. This was the first time. And he
Okay.
had the wardrobe malfunction. People hated him. People were like running like strikes. Like
So-
my children saw, like that buff guy was probably like, no, I gotta explain to my daughter what this
I
is.
thought it was you.
And- but like, like people were like, he is the worst. Like, why would he do this? He was like, at that time, it was a big deal, like that someone would do this. Fast forward to this year, he's doing the Super Bowl again, and people were clamoring, waiting for Janet Jackson to come out again. Like, now it's a joke. Like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha, we forgot. And someone told me, and they're like, give it enough time, and people
People
will
move on.
forget you
Especially
for
this
anything.
day and age with
As long as you're not the type of person that like digs yourself deeper, as long as you lay low and just do the right thing, they won't. Like that's a minor thing, but still,
and
it's
there's
the
a
same
lot of
principle.
people that forgive you, especially if you start doing good after you made your one mistake.
Yeah.
But I don't think people will ever forgive a specific thing like Casey Anthony killing a child or something like that. That's just.
Oh, well, those were extreme examples. But I'm just saying you're responsible for something bad that people hate you for. I'm not saying you necessarily are a murderer, but you did something that
Yeah.
People don't like
Yeah.
I would still be poor.
Like, it could be like, you caught like the home run catch at the World Series final game, and you threw it back, and like they lost the game. Like something where it's like, you messed up, it was blatantly your fault. Like,
depending on the conditions. But I would pick being broke. I'm already broke, so.
You work swing shift. You're not broke.
I'm in the bottom of swing shift.
final question, Taylor, or your final
Oh,
question.
I don't have one.
Okay. D'Angelo, final question. Take us home.
Well, then can I have two?
Sure.
I got one.
I'm gonna make it a little shorter, but my sister mentioned this one yesterday. Would you rather die from drowning or being burned alive?
Ooh, this is always a good one.
Ooh.
I'll take drowning.
Yeah, I'll take drowning too.
But you're like really fully conscious of like,
Yeah, like,
you're in
you
panic
feel this-
mode.
Yeah, you panic and you struggle.
Fire
But then
is
you black
Now,
out.
pain.
I think with drowning comes like fear, like true fear and being scared. But yeah, being burned alive, you actually feel like you feel the sensation.
Because like,
of getting scared.
have you ever almost drowned where like you got stuck under a raft or something and you have that
Yeah.
moment of like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna
I've
die.
been there, and it's been scary. But I would probably take drowning because
In this-
the pain of being burned alive is like
In
on
this,
another level.
when I go to the springs, sometimes I dive real deep, and I'm like coming
The
up
springs.
springs, and I'm coming up, and I'm like, shit, I need some air, and I look up, and there's still a lot of water, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
die. But
It's a very, very scary situation.
I would burn.
You don't have to say burn, just be different.
I would burn.
Yeah, no, that's
Because I feel like I could take
You
the
know
pain.
what? You would save us on that cremation kit.
yeah.
I could take the pain.
You
And
guys-
maybe one of you would be Superman at
You
the
don't-
end of the day.
You don't have the wow. You don't have the choice. You have to take the pain.
I no, like I mean, I could handle it.
You
Like
can't.
Yeah, just no problem. Just come on.
sitting in there, like
Hotter. This thing can't get any hotter.
just screw.
More. Oh yeah. So another one.
Another
It sucks because I mean some people actually are this, but would you rather be blind or deaf?
Deaf.
Deaf?
So I don't
Is
have to
that
hear
hiding
this
my other
bullshit.
sensitivities? Like, if I'm blind, like, can I hear better, or?
You're not Daredevil.
Yeah,
Seriously, no.
yeah. I mean, I think that comes with the territory, you know.
No.
Do I get to choose what sense is better?
No, damn it.
I mean, you can fine tune your senses. Like I'm sure, like if you wanted to try to hear more, you could focus on or hearing more or tasting or whatever it may be, whatever sense it may be. It's more so. What would you rather?
I feel like I use my eye.
What
I
is-
use my eyes a
What
lot
is more important to you?
See.
Like,
To see things or to hear things?
See.
You could still drive. You can still get around
I
by
would have to
yourself.
listen
Yeah, get cut off by AJ.
Yeah, get off AJ.
I'm sorry.
You'll never hear a song again.
I could live with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but
That's
you can
fine.
feel the vibrations like young Beethoven.
Yeah, have you guys seen those? The new headphones that do the
The thing.
bone vibrations.
I farted because I own up to it. I'm just.
Did you fart?
Now?
I mean,
I'm just gonna let you know.
I concur. I would rather be
Because I own up to it. Because I didn't do it earlier.
Yeah, I'd rather be deaf.
It's
didn't do
really
it
bad.
earlier.
It's really
You
bad.
did.
I'm sorry. I'm
So
but
fucking-
yeah, I feel like I use my eyes a lot more than my.
Would you?
Like, I can get by in life seeing if I'm
I think you
blind.
use both of them as equal.
But I'm just saying if I'm blind, I can't, like, I'm going to have a hard time going to a new location.
Yeah.
Or, like, you can't take in the beauty of a sunset.
When was the last time you looked at the sunset?
Every night.
Every night? I don't buy that.
I sit on my roof and I...
I live in the suburbs. We get a nicer sunset.
Yeah, I would go deaf. Because, and you can still speak. Or, no. Hang on. I'm getting confused on my senses. I could write, like, I can still communicate easy and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I can't talk, but I can write.
You can talk.
I can
Sounds
sign.
Yeah.
I can watch a movie with subtitles.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do if you're blind? You could listen to this podcast on iTunes.
Hey!
Transition. Smooth transition.
Hey, if you're blind,
Smooth transition.
don't worry, because your clothes are covered. You only have to get a stitch box.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can do the shopping
And
for
if
you.
you're deaf, you know, you can, or if you're deaf, you can watch the podcast on YouTube, and
With
if you
With some-
subtitles or
Which one of you are gonna subtitle the videos now because you brought it
I
up?
think Google like does it where it like gets it.
the really horrible.
It's not good. You have to put in like you can make your own and like
It's
submit
better
it,
than nothing.
but
Nah,
There's
that takes
nothing.
a lot of time. How much y'all paying me?
not enough.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
By Stitch Fix.
Yeah, he's on us.
The jig is up. We gotta go. We gotta go.
And I think that, I mean, unless you guys got something else to say,
Anyone have a
that
last
might be it.
minute? Would you rather?
I hate my neighbor.
Okay,
That's it.
the little kid,
Oh boy.
little boy.
Anyway,
We've
all
got a
right.
poll
Well,
question.
that's all we got for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Squad Goals podcast, episode 5.
Cinco.
Is it 5?
Cinco de
Hey,
Squad
we're the only
Goals.
ones on the Cinco de Squad goals.
Cinco de Squad Goals. We're still open to suggestions because I'm just not feeling the Squad Goals now.
Oh, I was gonna say too,
Drinking
like
buddies.
we would like for people to
I'm having trouble with
Like-
this box.
like comment. So if you have,
Closed it.
yeah,
But go on the end.
Left.
if you have any like, you know, would you rather, you can write it in the comments section.
Yeah. If you have a
like
would
that.
you rather, next time we play this game, we'll use them.
Maybe a shout out or
Left.
something like that, but
You
yeah,
try-
if
You're
anyone-
going
You
right.
tried,
That's where you
tried,
put your
tried,
mouth.
tried.
Alright, I think that's it.
All right.
All
See
right.
you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.